and expanded inside sources.
So I have a kindness story for you today, and all of our kindness stories, it's so great. They're powered by One Kind Act a Day, which is a project by the Simnani Family Foundation. So people can learn more at powerofkind.org. But
these have been so fun.
They have been so fun. So this is an opportunity. What do you think of when you hear of like an angel tree? Like you can go get a name off of a tree.
Yeah, it's somebody you can give a gift to, somebody
for like
that
a
needs
kid,
a specific
right?
thing, right?
So this story caught my eye because the Salt Lake County Aging and Adult Services has a giving tree for our senior citizens, which we might qualify.
Right, yes, right.
But instead of saying, they want a toy, but there is gift requests on this tree, and this tree is on display in the Salt Lake County Government Center, the South Building atrium. So one of the issues I think that our listeners need to know is these gifts have to be back by December 1st, and so that is like the end of next week or the very beginning of the week after that, right? Right after Thanksgiving.
Though. I mean, I would be interested to see what some of the ideas are, the gift ideas that they think are appropriate for this different group. It's fun to think about that, though.
So I will tell you, so there's some of them, right? So these are about 400 different gift requests, but it can be everything from shaving items or knitting supplies.
Sure.
But there are also even requests for basic things like canned food or cleaning supplies. So those are opportunities for our listeners to go down and pick an item from a giving tree, but it will help benefit a senior citizen this year. And kids need gifts too, right? But this is an opportunity
to help. But don't forget the seniors.
Yep. But don't forget the seniors.
How wonderful.
Yeah. That's our kindness for the day.
All right. Well, let's get to the movie, should we?
We should.
All right. We've got Andy Farnsworth and Rachel Wagner. Andy and Rachel, good morning.
Good morning.
So we have a shortened show today, thanks to you all, and we're happy to hear that. You sound like there's some excitement going on just from what I heard from you guys a minute ago. Where are you, and what are we talking about today?
Well, we're at My Hearing Centers today, and yes, there is excitement because this is the first huge movie of the Thanksgiving season. We usually get a few big ones between Thanksgiving and then on Christmas a bunch of others. This is like the second summer movie season where the studios save some of their big titles. And Wicked for Good, the sequel to last year's smash hit Wicked. It's the second half of the one story. If you've seen it on Broadway, you've seen the story for both Wicked and Wicked for Good. But they broke it up into two movies, and now it is a 5-hour combined extravaganza, which some people actually watched in theaters yesterday. They showed Wicked and then immediately followed it with Wicked for Good. So they were in theaters for 5+ hours, being soaked in the music of Stephen Schwartz.
Stephen Schwartz, yeah.
Don't worry. Well, if they were soaked in the Stephen Sondheim music, they were in the wrong movie.
So, Andy, when you say it's a huge movie, does that mean we're expected to have big box office success?
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. It's gonna be very successful.
This might end up being the best opening weekend of the year for a single movie. Yes.
Oh, wow.
That's how exciting. How much? Well, I mean, you can also tell the excitement behind a movie by how many commercials you see for it, and how many things that promote the movie that aren't actually commercials, but you see companies that you'd never seem associate with.
Do not try the Wicked cereal. That was a bad choice on my part.
My kids ate the Wicked Hostess cupcakes. You have pink and you have green.
Oh, wow.
That my daughter says was an improvement on the actual Hostess cupcakes. So there is a little bit of something there. But what we've got here is the second half of the story. Now, did you see the first half, either of you?
I did, for sure, saw the first half. And I found it, I've never seen it on Broadway, so I don't know how the resolution ends up happening. But I was a little bit sad, actually, with how mean people were to Elphaba. Yeah.
Then you might not like this second one. Because
I figured maybe. I mean, I know the Wizard of Oz story in general, right? So.
Well, and this is the one that finally crosses over with the story that you're familiar with.
and they did a lot of crossover.
Yes, more even than the stage version.
Yes.
Interesting.
So, Rachel, if you liked the first one, are you going to like the 5-hour combo meal?
I think so.
I know my wife and her daughter would do. If I told them that it's a 5 hours, they're.
But it's 5 hours if you watch both parts 1 and 2.
That's what I mean. Right. Yeah.
Right.
I don't think they should have divided it into two movies. I think it exposed the weaknesses of the second act of that musical, but I still think there's enough good to enjoy.
And here's the thing. The most famous, popular songs, if you will, are in the first half. The title for the movie is called For Good because that's the big finale number, and that is, of course, excellently done, and it wraps up sort of the whole thing emotionally. But the other songs in the second half are not nearly as well known by people who aren't already fans of the musical, who don't own the soundtrack already.
Yeah, and the two new songs, especially one of them, not that great.
Oh,
See, I thought they were okay. I thought they were all right.
The Bubble song?
Yeah, it's like emotional, and okay. Now I'll be fair. The Bubble song, there are some amazing camera shots and camera work for that. I will say that. So I was wrapped up in, that's really cool. Like they made it look like she's looking in the mirror, but then suddenly she's on it all in this one take.
Oh.
And I think for the iconic moments of Act 2, it did deliver. I think that people that are going, they want the For Good, they want As Long As You're Mine, they want to, these things.
No good deed goes unpunished.
Yeah. And all those I thought were effective moments.
But
scenes.
If you're somebody who's a casual fan, like I was thinking of my 12-year-old daughter who hadn't seen the play on Broadway. My 18-year-old had. So she was already excited for the whole thing. She loves the whole story. I do believe fans will be satisfied.
I agree.
It's the people who are like, what's this thing that everybody's talking about? They'll go and I think they're going to leave this one a little different. Younger fans who had fun watching the first one, we're going to watch this one and maybe feel like, wait, what?
And if you didn't like the first one, then don't bother. You were not.
That's fair.
This is not going to win you over.
Yeah,
well, I did like it. I just was like, they're mean. They're mean.
They are
to
mean.
her.
And in this one, that continues, because at this point, the wizard is now trying to convince all of Oz that the Wicked Witch is horrible and Glinda is the only one who can stop her. So it becomes as much, even though they are still, friends with each other and each one hopes to reconcile, but the PR machine is beyond either of their ability to stop it.
Sounds like politics today. So okay.
A lot of propaganda is definitely a
Okay,
thing.
so Rachel, I didn't see the first one. I haven't seen the Broadway musical, but I will confess to something. I am a huge Wizard of Oz fan. Given that, would I appreciate these movies?
I don't know. I think that the tie-ins to
just
Wizard of Oz don't really work that well. If you can appreciate something that's like more fan fiction-y, that's kind of how it feels, like sort of Wizard of Oz fan fiction.
I would say, how married are you to the idea of the Wicked Witch being the horrible evil?
Yeah.
If you love that, then you might not like Wicked.
Well, I mean, you think about it and you're like, this really does not make sense with her behavior in Wizard of Oz. Like, I mean, she's so mean to Toto and everything.
Yeah. That little bicycle. Right.
All right. What's your question for us?
Well, and it is based a little bit on Wicked, but this applies really well. What is the best movie that's completely different from the book on which it is based? Because the Wicked book that this originally started as, very different than the movie, very different from the stage play, too, to a large extent.
I mean, it's really, the only thing is it tells the other side of the Wicked Witch, but that's it. What actually happens to her is completely different in the book.
So what's a great movie that's really different from the source material?
Mine's actually a trilogy, and it was The Hobbit, because the book is there's not 12 hours worth of movie
That's a fair point.
in the book, right?
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed the trilogy, and I've got daughters who are like, was it Killy and Philly, and they're like, oh my gosh, right? They're so awesome, but that actually wasn't part of the book.
I want to give you props because I think the creation of Azog the Defiler is one of the greatest bad guy names ever invented. Because he's not in the book at all, but I was that's an awesome name.
Yeah, you're right. So that's mine for me.
Okay, so
all right, what about Greg?
Mine is The Natural, and I'll tell you why. The movie ends with the most exciting scene. He hits the home run. He turns down the bribe. He's injured. He's bleeding. I mean, he knocks the lights out of the stadium. In the book, he strikes out. He takes the bribe. He's disgraced, and it's like they couldn't be more. I mean, when I read the book, I'm like, no, I wish I had never looked at this book. The movie is great.
I am so with you on that one too.
Yeah.
Don't say it ain't so, Roy.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
not in the movie, thankfully.
Right. The mighty Casey has struck out.
Yeah.
All right, Rach, what's yours?
I would go with The Princess Bride. I think the whole setup of the grandpa reading the story, I just think works so well in the movie, and the book is just really smug and annoying, and I did not care for it. I thought that the movie is a big upgrade.
All right,
For me,
well, go ahead, Andy. You got 15 seconds.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Fair.
There you go.
Fair.
Good answer. Well, we'll turn the time over now to the KSL Movie Show. Holly and I will be back here Monday morning for more on Inside Sources. Stay tuned with Andy Farnsworth and Rachel Wagner on the KSL Movie Show.